This is the imposter.
I don't like how realistic that sounded.
Yes, this is imposter from Among Us.
Guy fucking kills me. Ah.
Oh.
Okay, first I need you all to roll natural d20s. No additions, no nothing, just plain d20s. And then I need to
Bruh.
I need to refresh y'all. So when we were last playing, we ended up in Kira's hometown, or not really hometown, just a place called Kingstonville. Kingstonville. And basically, y'all ended up in the Thieves Guild in Atlanta River, so you got in big trouble. Atlanta got almost burned to death.
Fought for our lives.
Yeah, he fought for your lives, and Kira came in with one named Slasher, one named Big Ass Machine, and apparently Kira gave the deck of cards to Slasher, and he pulled the cards, and he died tragically and very bloodily and gruesomely.
Crazy.
And you all went back to the Thieves Guild area. You have to find this relic that Girl in Tower said was needed to go through the portal, or else you would be absolutely disintegrated without it.
Great.
And so you remember she said it was in the hands of Elite Quarterstone, who is the leader of the town.
Mm-hmm.
He's a ruthless, greedy, narcissistic leader. And you're in the Thieves Guild right now. Let me look. I forgot the name of the Thieves Guild.
Red.
Shadow Embers.
Red, the Shadow Embers. And you're now resting in their place of area. Shut up. And that basically left off where you all went to bed. Yay!
Yay!
And since Emiliano and Kira and Rivas,
Yeah.
as you fall asleep in your little dreams, you you all experience like a very dark, dreadful dream.
Like a nightmare.
Stuck in a nightmare where everything around you is dark. The only area in front of you is in front of your face. Like Phasmophobia, but 10 times darker.
Dang.
for Mary and Kiara.
I'm gonna sing TikTok and it'll go away.
Oh, say.
TikTok by Kesha?
By Kesha?
Yeah, we would sing that and it would make the ghost angry.
It would. But it feels like something's grabbing at your throat and you can't breathe.
Is this all of us or just one single person?
This is all of you right now.
Delicious.
Your head starts to pound and you feel your throat feels dry. Feel a little dry.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
A little dry.
So he obviously nuts. The end.
Rivas, what do you all want to do in your dreams? Well, you can only permit one action. That would describe your character well.
Like what they do in response to this feeling? Like, do we see anything?
Yes. You just feel the darkness moving around you. Like it's moving. Alive.
And we can't breathe.
It's hard to breathe. It's like you're getting waterboarded, basically, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I do that to myself every time in the shower.
What the hell does that even mean? Are you good?
So basically, it's me putting a cloth over your face, a heavy wet cloth in your face, and you can breathe. Like you can live and breathe, but it's so hard to breathe.
Yeah.
It's like it's like half drowning.
Like you always feel like you're constantly drowning, but you're actually not drowning.
Yeah, I'll put the washcloth over my face and let the water from the shower head hit my face.
Yeah. That's what it feels like. That's like the state of like breathing y'all are in. You feel like someone's trying to grab at you, and the shadows move like the shadow beings that you mostly encounter.
Ew.
Everything is dark and red and blood. It feels like you're in hell.
What is this gigantic link?
And you keep hearing like a constant whisper in your ears.
Can I roll a detection or not detection?
Can I roll detection?
No. What's it called?
Investigation. Oops.
Yeah, to see what it's saying, or is it just like nothing? It's just whispers.
You can roll a insight to see what it's saying.
Yeah.
Do we only get one action though?
Yeah, you only get one action, so if you want to use it on insight, then that is your choice.
That's fine. I got a 20.
I kind of want to roll survival.
You can if you'd like. I know you can do anything. Do anything.
Wait, are we a day? This is a dream, right? We won't die.
Well, we don't know it's a dream.
Yeah, you don't know. It feels very real to you.
Bitch, I'm gonna take my insight back. Give it back to me.
I'll let you have it. You can. I'll take it away from you.
I want to do survival just because it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, roll survival, Rybus. Go ahead.
I gotta go to his page. Hold on.
You said we feel a darkness swirling around us.
Yeah, you feel the darkness swirling around you, trying to grab at you. It's like
water.
Don't fart.
The wall. the walls are moving.
Does Kira have her weapons on her?
Everything that you feel like you own is on you.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, Rybus, you take a primal instinct urges from you, and you start to try to tear at the fucking darkness.
Shit!
You're clawing, going feral. You're wild.
I rolled a 24 on survival.
And you feel yourself grab something.
Oh shit! What the fuck did I grab?
I will allow, since you've got such a high roll through that action, I'll let you do another action.
That's so crazy though.
Past the check.
I'm just like, I'll go survival. Why not? And then freaking natural 20 plus 4.
Like, no, yeah, you get another. So you grab something in the darkness.
Another action. I pull it towards me.
You pull it towards you, and it's the body of.
Oh shit!
No, no,
it's the body of Kira.
No,
and she's all bloody and scratched, and it looks like your claw marks.
Oh my god, he freaks the fuck out.
And when you freak out, you drop Kira's body, and it disintegrates into the darkness, and you hear one final whisper. And it says, "You are all after the same thing. Eventually, you'd have to choose. Someone has to choose only one."
Yeah.
And the darkness consumes you, and you are the first riser.
Shit.
And your eyes bolt open like Squidward, and you're like, "Wow, good."
Yeah, he sits up really quick.
And now it's Emiliano and Kira. And Kira, you don't feel anything. That didn't happen to you. That was his dream. You're just kind of on your own.
Okay.
You didn't feel it.
Hard to follow that up.
Each one of our own nightmares. Mine would be the IRS.
That was good. That was funny.
Oh my god. Alright. So what do y'all both want to do?
Would you say this thing has cornered Kira?
Definitely.
Okay. That's gonna change my course of action. Anyway, you go, Kiara, because you'll probably be better.
No, it won't.
What would your character do in this situation?
Probably attack, like, for sure. Just start throwing spells and enchantments just out of pure fear, but I don't think you can do that in his sleep.
I mean, you could. You basically feel like you're in control of yourself, but like at the same time, you're like, I'm dreaming, or you don't feel like you're dreaming. You just feel like, yeah.
He would try to use Soulbreaker, but to whatever's attacking him, but he can't. So I guess he's just gonna throw.
Does Soulbreaker in real life?
His hands just fly up in the sky, and you just see a fucking magic spell go up.
I guess he would start like swing. He would just start. I don't know if he would cower.
They call me Big Perk.
Nobody gives a fuck.
I just hear, hey! No one calls me Big Perk.
Did you? I bet she muted herself, didn't she?
She did it, but I think she somehow covered it so we couldn't hear anything. But I guess Kiara, you lose your turn. I'm just kidding. Mary, you can if you have something already planned.
I think since Kira, as you said, Kira hasn't spoken to this thing prior, correct?
Yeah, you haven't spoken to this ominous thing.
She hasn't insight checked it to see if it's good or evil, so she's probably gonna just persuade it. Just be like, hey, let's not kill me. Please, that'd be really nice. I mean, like, you don't have to do this. I think, like, in summary, she'd be like, hey, you don't have to do this. I don't know. It just seems very Kira of her. Because she doesn't know what this thing
Mind
is.
the business that pays you.
That's what you say. Your words fall on seemingly deaf ears as the whispers continue to grow, haunting your mind.
Oh, fuck me, I guess, huh?
Tell it not to.
The darkness comes closer, everything becoming a blur before your eyes, even if there was like nothing in front of you, you just feel it like consuming your ass. And it's whispers, we are after the same thing.
The fuck we are.
And then you wake up in a sweat after Ribus.
Okay.
And now, Kiara, it's your turn.
It's my turn. All right, I'm just gonna assume he's gonna try to. I think the same thing that Ribus said. Just roll a survival check.
Okay. You want to fight this thing or basically try to survive it?
Yeah, because I mean he's sleeping. I mean, like in his dream, he would try to throw spells, but I don't think it would correlate the same in real life. Where's the survival? This one.
Oh,
I got
shit!
22.
You have a +5? Alright, well, you fight like Ribus does, but you're not as feral because you don't have claws and fangs. You just kind of like struggling and you're like,
You throw punches.
You get out of the darkness's grasp. However, it seems to always grab back at you.
Ew. I'm calling HR.
As you say that, everything backs off, and now you're in the free land. But as it grabs at you, whispers one last thing. Whispers only a little ear. Whispers,
Ew.
are you Among Us?
Are you Among Us?
No.
Are you imposter from Among Us?
No more Fortnite.
And it whispers, there's only one destiny, only one outcome.
$19 Fortnite card.
No. I'm gonna write that down.
The dream ends, and you wake up in a sweat. But,
Okay.
Emiliano, your chest feels a lot heavier. Because you have still bandages on you from the burn that you suffered. The like fucking flame to your body.
I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot.
Emiliano, you don't feel good. I'll just say that you don't feel good.
It's like when you have a nightmare
bad.
and you like your stomach hurts.
You got them fever sweats.
Ew. All right, what did he say? There's only one destiny.
Yeah, there's only one destiny, only one outcome.
Okay.
And it's like this whisper is very dreadful. Like it's disgusting.
Ew. Okay, cool. Well, I'm sweating. I'm gross. I'm gonna stand up. I'm just gonna sit up and just like rub my head like, ow, I'm dying.
Yeah, as you touch your head, you feel like you're burning up, by the way. Anyway, she's gone, so. Kira and Ribus, what would you all like to do after waking up from hell?
He's just like sitting there like, what
the fuck?
What the fuck?
I think Kira's just gonna take a deep breath and then she's gonna go and try and find her Goliath buddy, Bam.
Actually, let me roll for this. Could you roll me a natural d20?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good. You walk out, try to find Bam after traumatic experiences, and you, like, as you walk out of the, like, dorm area, you see him, like, walking out of the Thieves Guild. Like, that's, like, the time. Like, you see him walking out of the Thieves Guild into the sewers.
Gross, baby.
I cleaned it up just the other day.
Okay. I guess she'll run after him.
He's not a fast person, so of course you catch up to him.
You stay here. I'll be right back.
You quickly catch up to Bam, who seems to be going into the direction of the Bloody Knives, where, you know, that whole ordeal was.
Bam, no!
And he seems rather silent, but he acknowledges your presence.
She's just gonna kind of walk to his side.
Get up.
You walk together as like old days. And you eventually you go through the Bloody Knives territory, of course disgusting, dried blood everywhere. Actually you notice that some of the disgusting decor was removed because of the shadow embers.
Mm-hmm.
And he eventually comes to the Colosseum where, you know, Slasher died.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And his corpse, or their corpse, still lies on the ground, torn in half. And I forgot to mention, Bam was also carrying like a giant wooden box with him too. And so he places it down and starts to pick up his siblings' remains one by one.
that's
Yeah,
so
I
sad.
think Kira's actually gonna help him.
You pick up his remains. And Kira, I need you to roll a perception check for me.
Bitch, if you see some ghosts.
It's the second creator. Oh my god! Is that Among Us?
Is that Among Us?
Oh, that's good enough. You notice a card laying face down, covered in blood.
No, she's gonna slowly reach out toward it and like pick it up and look at it.
You touch and pick it up and turn it
Yeah.
over. It doesn't do any effect because you do not draw from the deck from it. It was not one of the cards he pulled, however.
Mm.
And instead takes a different hue compared to the rest of the cards in the deck.
Okay.
There is a queen sitting on a throne with a black ooze coming out down behind her.
Whoa.
A different variation of the queen's card.
Okay.
Terrible monsters rise up from underneath her.
Okay.
Then this is when, like, Bam, you just feel the giant Bam present behind you. He's like, and they're like, "What is that?"
I think it's one of my cards,
Uh-oh.
but
He
it
knows.
seems a little off.
He takes a look at it, and he's like, and he comes to a sudden realization, and he's like, "I think I need to tell you more of the story, as we did not have time to before."
What story?
And he says, "Come with me." And he puts after he finished putting Slasher's remains in the box, he starts walking out of the place and into the town. It's kind of like really, really early morning, like 4 a.m. kind of shit. And so you both are just walking through the town, or Kingstonville, and you both leads you out of the town.
Okay.
And I'm going to go back to Emiliano and Ribus now.
Okay.
So, Emiliano, you feel like you have a fever.
Oh, Corona.
You you need to be quarantined for 2 weeks, or you could kill the whole party. No, I was kidding.
Corona? Psych.
Ribus, you're in another room, but you can choose to get up also. And Emiliano, you can choose to get up too, but you're not going to feel good about it.
No, if Emiliano is sick, he's gonna lay in bed and he's gonna just stay there.
Ribus, what would you like to do?
I guess he'll get up. I mean, doesn't really have too much of a choice.
You get up and you notice like all the equipment you lost is laying in a box in the corner of the room.
He immediately goes and gets it because, yeah.
The sword of Yo.
Yeah, the most freaking important thing to him, material possession wise.
When you go to the box and open it, you see everything but the sword of Yoth there.
No!
He takes a deep breath in and he's pissed.
What would you like to do?
He's gonna freaking look around. He's gonna be like, bitch, where the fuck is my sword?
You exit the dorm area and now you're in the main area of the Thieves Guild. And you notice what seems to be like some blonde, cocky ass, white ass boy swinging it around like he owns it. His name is Chase. I'm making it official. And he's just sitting there bragging about the sword to like a bunch of ladies swooning over him. And he's just like, yeah, this sword is like a prized possession of mine. It's very nice, very cool, very golden. I got it from the Bloody Knives territory after the whole ordeal. And he's just over here bragging.
And throw him in horny jail.
What would you like to do, Rivas?
Fight him.
He's gonna march up to this freaking kid. Huh? Okay. He's gonna march up to this kid and big menacing bugbear thing. And he's gonna look this kid in the eyes the whole time, and he just takes the sword back, like rips it out of his hands.
Oh shit.
Roll an intimidation check as you're doing this.
He treats him like a beast. He's like points the sword and like, get back, you beast! Fuck!
Oh, the Beauty and the Beast. Whoa! Oh! She got a natural 20 again!
I'm doing good tonight so far. I hope that doesn't jinx it though.
Jinxes it. But you just approach him. You don't even say anything to him. And
I don't.
He immediately drops the sword and like fucking bolts. And then all the women are like, oh my god, what a whip. And then they go to you and they're like, oh my god, look at this sexy bugbear, man. And now the women are all over you, Rivas.
He's just kind of like mad about it, but he's allowing it.
Okay, well, you got a bunch of... Milana, you hear commotion outside the door.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get up because it's my best friend. I'm gonna get up, yank my blankets with me. He doesn't do well with
Best friend, I'm afraid to tell you this.
I'm afraid to tell you this. I think I got the Rona. Best friend.
But you grab
him. He steps out. He just kind of takes a look. Like he doesn't want to get involved, but he just wants to make sure he's okay.
You look over. You see Rivas having a bunch of swooning ladies over him.
It's the sword. That's it. It's just
it's just the sword.
Well, you have a iron sword. I have another type of sword, but haha.
Who has an iron sword? Not me.
Rivas, you notice Milana just peeking out of his fucking room with a blanket around him.
I don't feel good.
You're not close to him to say that.
Oh,
he just
yell.
I don't feel good.
But that ordeal's going on. Kira, you walk a few distance away. It's been like 20 minutes. You haven't asked Bam where you're going yet, but he doesn't seem like he's leading you to danger.
Well, I think she trusts him.
Eventually, you come across a river.
Oh,
and
I don't like rivers.
Well, you're not there, so. Ugh.
He lays the box down, taking some flowers from the wild and putting it on top of it, and pushes it off as it flows down the river.
Yeah, she's probably pretty sad.
He gives off a sigh, and Bam's not the one to show much emotion.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the most that they could muster.
Aww.
And he turns towards you, Kira, and he says, It all started after you disappeared and Anna died.
Oh.
2 months passed. There was a big argument between me and my brother, or my sibling. Fuck. Fuck! I keep forgetting I'm not he's. There was a big fight.
Mm-hmm.
He thought our guild was weak for not protecting Anna in time and some other townsfolk who suffered the same wrath. He thought that we should seek power and make a deal with Valik, that we could manipulate him. I told him it was much too late, that we could manipulate him all we want, but he would also manipulate us. He's not a dumb man. And he gives a sigh. He's after that whole ordeal. Slasher said they would find another option, and he went off missing for 3 months. I looked everywhere for him just as I looked for you, but I found no trace of evidence until one day he came back, bloodied, battered, and a broken sword.
Covered him.
I asked him what he was doing. Where has he been? Concerned for him, but he showed no sign, no remorse, no nothing. It's as if all the emotion got sucked out of him. I didn't know what exactly happened that day, but he stopped talking to me afterwards.
Oh.
I would try to reason with him, talk to Slasher, but he would not respond. Until one day, as we were doing one raid against a noble family who has taken much from the town. I don't know the name of a noble family. It's the Among Us family.
No!
The Among Us family.
The
We're gonna
Among
get copyrights.
Oh my god.
Among boobs.
And he decided that the best course of action was not to just murder the nobleman himself, but to kill everyone under him. Create the whole household that was bloody, even though we knew they had nothing to do with it. At first, I was scared for once. I asked him, why did you do this? What are you doing? You can't kill the servants. We went over this. They don't know. They're just working for a living wage. But he shook his head and he says, Valik and she have told me the truth. And he started to get angry with me. That I was putting the guild under, making them weak, when they could take so much more power. And then he started creating the bloody knives, rambling more about murder, blood, power. And then he finally started working with Valik.
Oh.
Exposing our location, pushing us further back. I don't know what he found out there, but there was one thing he kept on him that seemed unusual to me. And he takes out like a scrap of like burned paper from like a journal and stuff like that, like all messed up and scribbled. And he's like, this was from his journal. And I decided to look through it. And I tore off a page as it seemed most interesting. And Kira, he gives you the page.
She grabbed it.
You grabs it and looks at it, and you notice it's like the scramblings of a madman, right? It's like absolutely fucking like this man was like Slasher just became like fucking insane. But you notice that some of the drawings on there, right, relate to some of the mask people you found. However, one mask sticks out above them all. And that was bigger and more clear than the rest. And it's the one on the Book of Creators where it's not the fucking round mask like Emiliana's one. It's not the one with the straight horns, but it's the one with the curved horn like a goat. If you go back and look at pins if you'd like to.
No, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, and it seems cracked, destroyed, black scribblings of charcoal all around it. And he says when he came back, this is the only thing he cared about. He eventually worked with Valik to find the relic that y'all were looking for. I couldn't turn him away. I couldn't turn him back. And like big ass machine, they just sit down in the fucking dirt, and he like puts his like hands on his face, head in his hands, and he just gives off a long sigh. And the sun is slowly rising across the river, where the coffin slowly floats down towards it.
Yeah, I think she's gonna sit down next to him and lean on him a bit, and she's gonna hold that card that she had that had the queen thing and all the monster stuff. Yeah, and she's gonna hold that in her hand, and then she's gonna hold the notebook page in her hand, and she's just gonna kind of stare at it and sit with him while they watch kind of the sunrise. I think I already know what's happening, but I'll make sure Kira knows.
Do it for fun.
Kira's not dumb.
Yeah, well, she's definitely not dumb. Shit. Well, obviously there is a resemblance. However, compared to the mask, there's no mask on this woman. However, there seems like the mask behind her. So it makes her have like the horns. And she has the most sinister smile on her face. And you make connections that you already know.
Yeah, she's a little pissed off, but she's just gonna keep it to herself for now.
That is fair. And now Emiliana and Rybus, the ladies have left Rybus. Rybus, you are free of the ladies. And Emiliana and Rybus, I assume you try to go find some food?
Yes, actually.
Yeah, y'all.
Her.
I'm sorry.
Among Us? Imposter?
Imposter? Her.
Anyway, sorry. I had to write that so I remember that in like 10 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. No, Emiliana and Rybus, you go sit at like the little food bar they kind of have at the Thieves Guild. Emiliana, you're over here having the sniffles. And a blanket over you, and Rybus, you're just over here like,
Some chicken noodle soup.
Bitch, you are getting soup, so you get a nice beef broth stew.
Yay!
Mostly meat.
He's a meat man.
And so you both are enjoying your meal. And Rybus, you feel a little tug on like your back hairs.
Oh shit.
It's a child.
You turn around and it seems to be like in like the teenage, but not teenage, like young teenager years, right?
Yeah.
It's like a little girl. And she hands you a note and she says, "Keep it secret."
Okay.
And she runs away.
What a fucking demon child, the fuck?
Keep it
secret.
Would you like to open this letter?
I wouldn't.
You're opening it?
Yeah, I opened it.
Okay, you opened the letter and it seems to plans, like the floor plans of Valik Porterstone's mansion. And there's really rough writing under it, and it says, "We know of your plans." Like, it says basically really rough writing. You don't know who it's from, but considering there's a giant Goliath person, and this handwriting's kind of giant-esque, that you can make a connection that's probably from Bam.
Cool.
And he says, "We have already caught whiff of y'all's plans to invade the mansion because you've been asking around and literally exposing yourselves in the town."
Yeah.
Big giant under that. And he says, "You're going to have to be careful." He already knows of several entranceways, but there is one that you can take that won't catch you. As
Sick.
when I come back, you can relay these plans more to me, but we'd have to do it in private, just so there's no prying ears.
Cool. Also, my dinner's ready, so I'm gonna mute myself, but I'll still be here.
It's all right. I don't think there'll be any heavy talk from y'all yet.
Don't worry, I'm gonna eat her dinner.
I'm gonna eat her dinner. But as basically Bam gets up and he lends his giant fucking hand to you, their giant hand to you, to pick you up, Kira, because he's a nice person. He's in there. Person.
Yeah. She'll do the same. She'll get up.
And he looks you in the eye and he's like really serious. Like you've never like Bam is serious, but you've never seen them this serious before. And he says, "You have to promise me one thing. Don't end up like Slasher."
Sorry, I couldn't hear
I
that,
cannot-
Jacqueline.
They're like, "Don't end up like Slasher. I cannot afford to lose you also."
She just kind of nods.
He nods his head and he continues on the track back to Kingstonville with you.
Okay. She's still. I want to mention this. She does have her hood up. She's trying to be as inconspicuous as possible because she knows that if what's his name, Valak gets word that she's here, there's gonna be hell to pay. So she is trying to be a little inconspicuous.
No,
But
you're fine. It's still the
granted,
early
she's
morning.
next to a fucking Goliath, but
Like Malik already knows that like big ass machine is in this town.
okay,
So
good.
he already knows. So it's not like he's like looking out. If he sees him on the street, he's not gonna be like, "Guards, get him," because there's like a weird like silent agreement. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like what's dealt is in the shadows, not in public. So even then, it's really early morning still, like 5. So there's nobody really out to notice you. So you're fine.
She's gonna have like a bit of a realization on the way back. And she's gonna be like, "Ooh, we have to hurry."
And Bam turns to you and they say, "What's the matter? What matter?"
I kind of have to go see somebody, and I kind of want to introduce some other people to this somebody.
He bag ass machine nods his head and he's like, "Okay, watch this." He picks you up and he just fucking bolts.
Oh my god.
He moves like fucking Sonic. It's like a property of like a class where it's like he gets second wind for some reason. He just goes super fast.
Just fucking gone.
But eventually, he takes you back to the guild first because it's easy to get around.
Yeah.
Even if you're, and he places you. Notice Emiliano wrapped in a blanket, and Ribus eating stew, and he places you down in front of them.
She says, "Hey guys."
Hi. Where have you been all morning?
You guys sound sick, Emiliano.
Oh.
I was just, I had to take care of some stuff. Why do you sound sick?
Oh, I had a terrible dream. It was terrible. It was awful. I felt like I was drowning.
You've had good dreams before?
Always. I'm nothing but good energy and good dreams.
Sorry, I'm sleeping. I've never had a bad dream.
Ever. No, I've never. No, it was terrible. Oh, I feel awful.
Why didn't I hear
woke up
about any of these
sweaty.
good dreams, though?
It's
You
a
only want to
daily
talk
occurrence.
about the bad dreams? Is that what I'm hearing?
It's like you're
This one was
really
different.
on purpose at this point.
Kira kind of laughs when she gets you stuttered up, but she says, "Okay, what was your dream about?"
I was in the corner and I was shoved down and I fought something and it told me, I wrote it down. And then it said very vividly in like a terrible voice, there's only one destiny and only one outcome, and it kind of freaked me out. And it's terrible. Terrible, terrible.
What was the thing that pinned you?
I don't know. It was just a black ghost figure.
Like
thing.
a darkness?
Yeah, exactly.
I had a similar nightmare.
Oh. Did it say anything to you? Something about like destiny and creepiness?
Not exactly. What did it say? I forgot. It said something along the lines of, you're not the only one. Kind of like, other people are like you too. I honestly don't
Weird.
think, like, as a out of character, I don't think Kira really thought much of it. I literally don't. I think that she just was like, it's a nightmare. Oh well.
She's
I
like,
have
I have
those
so
every
many.
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's just like, I already forgot it. It's already out of my brain. But I think she's starting to catch on, like, this might be something important since, Emiliano also had a similar dream. But she's going to say,
He's also very
yeah, she's going to say, so did the dream make you sick?
I think so. I was
Bam's
perfectly fine before I went to bed.
Bam's like, no, it's because of his wounds.
Oh.
That could also be it. I am bleeding a lot.
It is his
I
wounds.
I think I know somebody who might be able to help with those.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
The sooner the better.
Okay. I've been wanting you to kind of meet them.
Good. Well,
if no one has any opposition, she's gonna just lead the way.
Yeah, I have no opposition. Like, yeah, let's go.
basically you're all dressed and then you're trying to look the best you can while feeling like you're gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kira, you lead the way. Bam will not come with you. He's gonna stay at the guild.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna offhandedly mention that she's gonna go see Zanri and Samadhi.
Oh, there. That's good.
Yeah, she's just gonna make
Sangria?
No, Zanri and Samadhi.
Samadhi. I'm gonna write that down.
But
Alright,
she mentions that to Bam because she knows that Bam knows them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he nods his head and he says, "Okay."
She kind of gives like a wish me luck sign as she heads out with the party.
And he sits on his big chair. Let me pull up images. So
actually, on her way out, I want her to scream at the top of her lungs, "Love you!"
Aww.
And Bam does not like say love yous. He does not. But he gives like the fucking fat. They give the fat, pat chest fist thing.
Oh.
like the bro shit.
Yeah.
All right, you lead the way, and are you in your disguise still?
Can she put it back on? Because she did take it off. Because if she can't, okay, then she's got to put her hood on and hope for the best, and she's got to kind of hide behind Rybis.
Well, Rybis and Amana do also have a stone, also. So.
Well, she's not going to take theirs. She's not going to ask for it. She's just going to kind of go with the flow. She's a rogue after all. She kind of blends in with crowds. She's got a hood up. She's cool.
Well, luckily, Valik's not looking for you, so.
Yeah, he didn't see me walk into the city, so why would I be here?
Yeah, why would he be looking for you here? Anyway, where are you gonna walk to their house, or you're gonna walk to the bakery?
What time is it approximately?
It's like 6 a.m. now.
Okay, I think they'd still. I don't know if they'd be at their house or at the bakery at this time. What do you think?
Bakeries usually open very early, so it would make sense for
okay.
For donuts.
She's gonna go to the bakery then.
Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta crop them out again because I forgot that you can't copy pictures on Google Docs.
Why not? Tell Google Docs to fix it.
Tell Google Docs to fix their shit.
I did. I supported them through the doc.
The doc. Anyway, you approach the bakery and you notice the giant orc woman there again. The person you know. Oh, shut up!
You better shut the fuck up.
Like. This is what she looks like.
Let me see. Let me find out. Let me take a look. No comment. No comment. I'm gonna get this show banned right now. Right now.
And as you see her setting up the sign, you also see someone else appear.
Eee.
It's a small gnome woman that shows up, and she looks like an adventure. Like this giant orc lady looks like a baker, and this one looks like she could like rip your ankles off. And she's like only 4 foot or less.
Oh, cute.
And you see her hopping around and doing shit like she always is. She's very energetic. Kira knows this.
Mm-hmm.
Elves are naturally very energetic. But do you approach Kira?
Hesitantly, but yes.
Kira's like,
She's like, they're gonna yell at me. I know it.
Oh, go ahead. Just try. Just try.
Yeah, as you inch over, Emiliano arrives, you just watch Kira slowly inching and shaking, trying to go to the bakery. And eventually, Kira, you look so obvious. Not like you as Kira, but you just look like an obvious person because you're nervous as fuck. It's very easy to tell. And so the orc woman, as you know, is Samoti, looks over and she's gonna glance over. Oh shit, damn. And her eyes widen. And she flips the sign that says open to closed.
Oh.
And she rushes over to you.
Oh.
And she's like, what are you doing out here? Outside.
Well, I kind of I wanted to visit you, but I also needed your help.
She's like, come in. And she starts dragging you. And the smaller gnome woman, as Kira knows, as fucking Zenri, is like about to like shout something, and then Samoti covers her mouth really fast. She's like, not here. And then she like drags everyone inside, including Emiliano and Rivas. You were dragged inside.
What?
And she closes the like blinds of the shop and leads y'all to like the back room, which is kind of like the house area. Like how there's like sometimes there's a bakery and a house together because that's how they live.
Mm-hmm.
And so she drags you to like a living room area, dining room area / living room, along with the gnome and Kira. And she shuts the door. And before Kira knows it, she's wrapped in a giant fucking orc hug, getting the life squeezed out of her. And the little gnome lady's hugging your legs because she's small as fuck. So.
Oh.
And she's like, the gnome lady's like, where have you been? Where have you been?
Where have you been?
Shut up, Emiliano. I kind of been around.
You were dead. We thought you were dead. We thought he got you after he got Anna.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
And like she just pats, like the orc woman pats you on the back, Samoti, and she says, don't worry about it. The only thing that matters is that you're safe right now. And that's all we could ask for.
She just kind of gives off a small but like sad smile.
And she says, you've brought some friends with you. Some very interesting friends at that.
Well, they're just as interesting as you guys.
And she says, what's your names?
Well, I'm Emiliano, and this is Rivas. And he gives Rivas a pat on the shoulder.
She gives you that like strong, muscular handshake. And she's like, nice to meet you.
Ooh.
Any friend of Kira's, Kira's a friend of ours, too.
You know what? I'm going to give her the same energy back. And I do the same thing.
And she nods, and she turns down to the gnome and is like, I'm Samoti. And this here is Zenri. And the little gnome girl's like, hi. And so Zenri is my wife. We've been married for, what, I think 17 years so far? Yeah.
Oh,
There's no
that's so
problem.
sweet.
Sure, sit down. Everyone sit down.
Oh, sit down. It's like, oh my, this place looks lovely. It
It's
smells
very
great. It looks
lovely,
good.
very nice, very well kept.
Very much cottagecore or very much like modern?
Very like mixture between cottagecore, medieval, like and modern, like a nice like mix. You know what I mean? Like it's not minimalistic. It's cluttered, but it's the nice organizational clutter. Like there's a lot of plants at the window. Dishes are sorted like on the counter, but they're sorted neatly. The cabinets are nice, like kind of like oak wood, like a nice maple oak wood. It's a very nice house.
Oh.
And she quickly serves up a breakfast, mostly consisting of bread. It's a bakery, after all. But it's mostly just a bread. It's like a snack, really, because she can tell you all to eat. And she says,
"What a life!
You've been gone for like a few years now. Where have you been?"
Would you believe me if I said I was on a mission to save the world?
Honestly, Simoni's like, honestly, I would.
Okay, then I'm on a mission to save the world.
She is.
And
She's always doing something.
Xander's like, I feel that all the time. And her head is like fucking at the table. And Xander's like, what are y'all saving the world exactly from? I didn't hear of any liches anywhere.
Gods?
And Xander's like, the elven gods? I know they can be like kind of rowdy. Or the abyss?
No. The new gods.
New gods. And like Simoni's like, what are these new gods? You don't have to explain it. You can just be like, I explain it. You don't have to say it.
Yeah, I don't really even know that Kira would know how to explain it, honestly. I think she'd just be like, Emiliano, you explain.
Okay.
Emiliano, roll an intelligence check to see if you explain it properly, because this is very new knowledge.
Right. Do I get a disadvantage because I'm sick? I'm kidding.
No. Well, now you do. I'm kidding.
I think it would be funny. Where is it? I'm sorry, intelligence?
Yes.
Where's the intelligence starts with an I? Insight, investigation.
No.
Where's my intelligence? Oh, it's up here.
Top ones, yeah.
That's ass.
Oh God, no. No, you fucking failed. Oh, you
failed either way.
God. You don't know how to explain an inch of it. Like, you're kind of like bambling around, and Simone and Xanri are just kind of like looking at you like. Would anyone else like to try?
Yeah, Kira will try after that. Well, she didn't do any better, so.
He's been a little bit better than they start to put pieces together. I'll roll. Haley, if you can hear me, if you want to roll an intelligence check to explain in a very simple bugbear way, you can. If you cannot, I'm just gonna roll for both of Xanri's and Simoni's intelligence. She cannot hear me, so I'm just gonna roll. Oh, I see it. 10, natural 10. Okay, I'll roll for them then. Oh, they both did well, so you're lucky. With all your explanations combined together, they finally put the pieces together, and they're like, so these new gods existed during the Great War and before the Great War.
Mm-hmm.
And they were magically erased from existence by the old gods.
Mm-hmm.
And they seem to be causing, I guess, things to happen now on the world, on this plane.
Yeah.
She nods her head and she's like, well, it sounds like a typical fairy tale, though I do have to believe you, Simone says, as sightings of these crazy monsters y'all are talking about have been sighted near Kingstonville also.
Quick question. Has a group called Savior been here? Sorry,
I have a very pinnacle question to ask the entire thing if I say it.
Did you type it to me? Oh, no, I thought you typed it to me.
No, I'm gonna say it real quick. How's the Gary doing?
Alive.
Yeah, Kira will pull out Gary and let him chill on the
It's
counter and
big.
eat some
It's
bread.
a bigger man.
He should die. He
Um,
should have like an epic death by the end of this
Oh
campaign.
my god,
He will.
no!
It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic.
Kira's actually got a
Ross?
question. Kira's got a question for them actually.
Go ahead.
She's gonna say, by chance, has a group called Savior come here?
And she says, they have, but they haven't been here often. If anything, they've been expecting the middle class of the town more than the noble class. We don't know anything else besides they're trying to help us, and they actually have helped us. For once, a group here actually helps.
Trust me when I say don't trust them.
Well, of course we're not gonna throw our lives down for them, but I do have to admit that we'll definitely take any help we can get down here. They were the ones that funded our bakery, after all. They also funded the clothing shop nearby.
Kira's really upset.
Yeah, and the soup station. That they haven't actually, we didn't sign a contract with them or anything. They just gave us money and said, "Here."
Well, Savior giveth, but Savior can as well taketh. She's gonna
There's no contract signed, as you know.
Oh, they don't need a contract. They just blow your shit up. We know. Okay. Well, if you ever hear of a dude named Hayden, turn and run the other way. Just gonna put that out into the universe for you guys to ingest.
They nod her head, and she's like, "All right."
Because I hate him about as much as I hate Valak. So I think that might say a lot.
And Xander's like, "That must have taken a lot. What did he do?"
Just tried to murder basically our adoptive child.
As soon as you say that, yeah. You hear like a knocking at the front door of the bakery.
Oh fuck.
You all hear it.
Oh no! Hide. No, wait.
Kira's gonna flip shit, bro.
Like, yeah, somebody gets up and she's gonna go get it. She says, "Oh, I'll be right back. I'll get the front door."
Okay.
Kira is gonna talk to Zanri for a second, really quietly.
Yeah, Zanri looks towards you. She's like,
she's gonna be like, okay, I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to stay here because I don't know who those people at the door are, but I'm kind of nervous about it. But I want to ask you really quick. My friend is in need of medical assistance. Do you guys know of, or do you know anybody or anyone who could provide such as to not let him die?
Zanri takes a look at Emiliano and she's like, "Oh, just burn marks? That's easy." She's like, "Emiliano, go lay on the couch. This is gonna sting a lot, but you'll be fine."
Oh god, he doesn't like pain. All right, he lays on the couch.
Yeah, and
this isn't gonna hurt. Is it gonna hurt?
You go next to who wants to go next to Emiliano? Give him like emotional support. Like
I think that Kira's hiding behind the couch as well, kind of. So she's just kind of got one arm on top of Emiliano's hand, holding his arm, knowing damn well this shit's gonna hurt. And she's like, I got you.
Zanri is going through the cabinets and everything and grabbing a bunch of medical shit. And somebody walks somebody walks in to the room normally, and she says, "So do you, Kira?" She looks toward all of you. She's like, "Do you know anyone that wears a crazy wizard hat and looks like has blonde hair and is a half elf?"
I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her.
Oh, weird.
Rybus holds his hand instead of Kira because he's strong. Okay, so Kira's just hiding and Rybus is holding Emiliano's hand.
When Kira hears this, Kira's gonna jump to her fucking feet and stomp to the front door.
Yeah, she let Smody let Girl in Tower in and Dwemer in, and you just see them standing around looking around like fools. They
She's
are
got
fools.
her hands on her hips, and she said, "What did I say? What did I say?"
You said we could come, like, but we came in a different car. We came in. Yes, you did. You actually agreed to it.
Come in. I said, "Stay on the outskirts."
Girl Tower's like, it's fine. No one's noticed us.
Oh no. Just the panic. Just panic.
Girl Tower's like, don't worry. We came in with the disguise. No one knows.
Kira's having a mental breakdown.
Oh, really? I was trying to calm her. Like, hey, it's fine. It's fine. Look, they're fine. They're going to be okay.
Somebody does that thing, like when you remember when you were married with Anna and used to visit her, that actually helps you calm you down. Or she she picks you up, and she's like, "Breathe with me, Kara, breathe." Yeah, and you do this like weird breathing ritual, but it works every time.
Okay.
It works. And then, okay, Emiliano.
Yes.
So your burn marks are exposed because you're basically laying shirtless with burn marks that are actually really bad. And Xandy's like, okay, so this is gonna hurt a lot. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And she puts the gel on your wound, and you feel like, you know how you spray like you take hand sanitizer and it gets in your cut?
Oh Lord.
Like that, but 5 times like more painful. Cause
oh, he's gonna do what I do. He goes, no, it feels fine.
and she's like, don't worry, you'll be fine. You're doing great. Eventually, your body's fully covered in this like a low kind of feeling stuff, and she wraps the bandages back around you, and she's like, okay, now you need to take this really bitter tea.
Oh, it's bitter.
It's really bitter. It's bitter, and she says you have to drink the whole cup.
Oh Lord, have mercy. And he just starts drinking. And he makes a face. He makes a sour face afterwards.
Okay,
He
but
chugs it.
you take it, and she's like, okay, now you just need to relax, and you'll be fine.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I feel like simultaneously while this is happening, Kira's going on like a big talk about how this is Girl in Tower, but they call her Git, kind of like how they call Bam Bam.
Yeah,
big ass
so
machine.
they're fine with it. Like as soon as they heard Girl in Tower, it's like, oh, it's just like big ass machine.
Yeah, exactly.
We call her Git, except we don't. It's true. The players say Git, but the in characters say Girl in Tower.
Yeah.
It's like calling someone their full name, like Emiliano Ezra, instead of just saying Emiliano Ezra.
Like, what would you call her, girl?
Girl.
Girl?
Kira will also introduce Dwemer.
Yeah, and they both are happily accepted by Samodi and Xanri, who are like, yay! More family members. And basically, you're explaining the stories and stuff, and you see Emiliano's done with his treatment, but looks like he's in even more pain because that was an awful experience.
Yep, canker.
I just imagine Kira walks up and slaps his shoulders as hard as she can and goes,
"You could!
Wow, buddy, how was that?"
Yeah, basically. Well, and somebody and Xander are like, "You found yourself quite a party, Kira."
It's our family.
Yeah, I guess.
And somebody laughs and gives you a pat on the back, Kira, and she says, "It's nice to see you again, Kira, though. I can tell with the group you have a lot of more pressing matters to be had."
Yeah, they all have their issues, don't they?
And we know you have your issues too, Kira.
Oh my god. Not you tagging me. Anyway, so we're gonna kill a certain person who rules the town.
It's Valik Korokun, isn't it?
Huh?
It's Valik, isn't it?
You said it, not me.
Smody sighs and says, "We knew that you'd come back to this town wanting revenge. You know."
Well, it is a little more than that, but definitely.
She's like, she shakes her head. Smody shakes her head because she's like, you can tell she's a little disappointed because you hide the truth, but also she knows it. And she says, we wouldn't care if he was dead either, honestly. But also,
I've got to kill two birds with one stone. So, I feel like it'd be easier if he was dead. But,
yeah, it would be easy because then Bam would take over the town, believe it or not.
Yeah, but, doing this, I have to break a promise.
Somebody looks and she says, "What promise? Have you made one of your self-promises again?"
Not exactly.
Somebody's like, "Kira."
No, I didn't make a self-promise. It was a promise to another person, and I'm gonna have to break it.
And somebody
Damn.
comes up to Kira, whispers, and she says, "It's about Anna, isn't it?"
She just kind of looks at her and kind of like, not nods in all sense, but kind of just like nods with her eyes, if that makes sense.
You know. And somebody like comes over to you and says, "Just don't be reckless with it.
Don't be reckless. Don't be dumb."
She says, "I can promise that if Girl in Tower doesn't go anywhere near Valak."
Girl in Tower's like, "No!" She's like, "But I have invisibility."
I know, honey, but you also have death that can hit you at any moment, and I don't want that to happen. You're only like 17.
I'm
not 17. Sorry, 18. However old you are. 20 million years old. Okay, you could be 20 million, and I'm still going to say the same thing I'm saying right now. You're not going to go kill Valak.
She's like, "Well, I just want to, see Noble House and everything,
Then walk around the town. I mean, they're not going to recognize you, but definitely stay nowhere near me.
Girl in Tower pouts, and Dwemer's like, "Listen to your adults." That's what Dwemer says to her.
Listen to your adults.
And she's like, "Fine, I'll stay around the town, but if I see y'all running, I'm coming along."
Girl in Tower, we just don't want you to get hurt.
I will throw you in my bag of devouring before I let that happen. I hope you know that.
I live for danger.
You'll live for danger in my bag of devouring.
You won't live for danger if you're dead.
She's gonna kind of, I guess she's gonna pause for a minute, and she's gonna see kind of like the sad girl in Tower pat her on the head, and she says, "Here, I have a great idea. How about Samadi and Zanri show you around the town to the best spots for the day?"
But none of them will be Valak's house.
Well, maybe you could meet old friend of mine.
Old friend?
Mm-hmm.
Are they old?
I guess you could say that, but have you ever heard of a Goliath?
No.
Oh, you'd love to meet him.
She's like, "Okay." Goliath is basically like, you know how the God of War guy looks with the red mark and stuff? That's basically a Goliath.
Oh my god, he must be hot as hell.
That's what they look like.
Bam!
I sent a picture of Big Ass Machine before. He's all the way up here somewhere. I don't remember where though.
Yeah, no, it's Bam. She's referencing Bam. She's gonna be like, "Yeah, his name is Bam."
I didn't know he was a Goliath.
Yeah.
Oh, here, I'll send a picture of him again. I'll send an image of him again.
Oh, I didn't know he was a Goliath. I knew who Bam is. I just know he was a Goliath.
Yeah, he's a Goliath. He's literally a big ass machine. No cap.
It's actually at least 5. But go ahead.
But she's gonna say maybe we could do this, right? She says maybe Girl in Tower, maybe you could hang out with Xanri and Samadhi for a little bit, and then you can go hang out with my friend Bam, who's a Goliath.
Samadhi and Xanri are like, yes, hang out with us, because she knows it's like this damn child is crazy. And she's like, fine, I guess that's interesting. What about Dwemer? And Dwemer's like, I'll just go with you. You know, I gotta watch the kid. She like punches fucking Dwemer. But Girl in Tower reluctantly agrees.
Actually, she's gonna mention, she's gonna be like, Dwemer, I actually think you'd also be pretty interested to meet Bam.
Oh, really? I've met Goliath before. I've never seen one in person, though.
Well, he's also the leader of the Shadow Embers.
He's like, that's how he is. That's what he feels. He's like, oh, Thieves Guild.
He is also a smile.
But he's like, yeah, sounds good to me, though. We all have to go down there, right? Because I assume you can't just walk in front of his fucking palace like a insane person.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. We're gonna have to. You're talking about this is Mary talking. You're talking about going to take them to Goliath, the Bam.
Yeah, so this is Bam. By the way, here's his image.
Yeah.
You didn't get it.
But I'm saying
Yeah,
that
that
they want. I don't clarify what you were saying before.
Basically, Dwemer and Girl in Tower are going to see Bam also.
Mm-hmm.
But you all also have to see Bam because he's the only one that can lead you to the secret entrance
Correct,
to Valik's
yeah.
mansion.
Kira wants to do something right before that. She doesn't really want anyone to follow her though.
Okay, well, I guess everyone's kind of staying at the front door. And
I guess she'll say to you guys. She says, "I'll meet you guys in the Thief Guild. I'll meet you there."
Okay. All right.
All right, I guess.
So everyone goes to Thieves Guild in separate ways because they don't want to be obvious, obviously.
Yeah.
So Kira, you're left at the house with Xanri and Samadhi.
She's gonna look at them and she's gonna say, "Is Anna still where she was when I left?"
She is. We didn't move her at all.
Oh.
And she's gonna kind of nod and she's gonna give him a hug and she's gonna be like, I'll see you after this is all over. And she's gonna head towards the grave.
Before you do that, Simone's gonna be like, we know you've been through a lot, Kira, and even if everything happens in the world and you may not feel like you're the same person, we'll always be here for you. Just remember that don't do anything reckless that you would regret.
I bet Lame is reckless.
She gives a nod.
Yep, but you go to the place of Anna's resting place, which is not in the usual graveyard. It is on a nice large oak tree that covers the hill.
Not you
There's no
actually
grave-
thinking of the place where I thought she would be buried. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Right?
there's no gravestone next to the tree, but there are etchings like on the bottom of the roots.
Mhm.
In Anna's name and her like years and all that gravestone shit. And you notice that the flowers there are fresh.
I feel like Kira just kind of walks around the tree a little bit and she kind of sees all the marks where, her and Anna had left over the years. And like, all the little couple shit like the K hearts A and shit like that, whatever. But she kind of just like, glances over that shit and then she lands herself right back at where they buried Anna. And she kind of looks at the flowers and she gets on her knees and she's got her hood up and everything, trying to stay inconspicuous as she can.
Yeah, you're fine.
And she's gonna bow and she's gonna say, I'm sorry that I'm gonna have to break that promise I made to you, but I have to do this. And I'm not one for breaking promises, and you know I'm not one for breaking your heart, but I think it's time this bastard pays.
As you say it, there's a nice wind out, right?
Mhm.
The wind like slowly comes to a halt. And it's like silence.
Kira gets, I guess, a little unsteady with the wind like stopping, and she says, I wish you were here. I wish you weren't taken from me, and I wish that I wasn't stupid and that it wasn't my fault. But, you know, I hate the idea of breaking this promise to you, but I've weighed the consequences of me not. And if I don't do this, I think that the world may very well be worse off because of it.
You explain your thoughts further, going into depth, and there's no wind still, but butterflies land around you.
I feel like she's crying now. I think
Like just
she's
small,
probably
small, pretty butterflies, not the SpongeBob episode. Like just small butterflies, just gathering around you on your shoulders, on the little, I guess not really grave, but where she's buried.
Mhm. I think kind of just wipes her eyes and she says, the day I die, I think is the day I'll finally be at peace because I'll get to see you again. So instead of saying goodbye, like, I always hate doing, I'll say I'll see you again soon. And I'm sorry I haven't been here before now, but I was trying really hard to keep that promise. And she just kind of stands to her feet and wipes her eyes, and she takes a good mental picture of the area around her and the grave and everything.
It's a beautiful scenery. The wind never picks up again, but as soon as you get up, the butterflies fly away. And that's left is the birds flying in the sky and the wind. Well, not the wind. Well, just the sun.
Before she leaves fully, she's gonna walk up to the tree and put a hand on it, and she's gonna say, I love you always and forever. And she's gonna let go and she's gonna head towards the Thieves Guild.
And she says that thank you. Yeah, you just walk leisurely to the Thieves Guild. The tree slowly going away and getting smaller as you leave it. It's big, long branches. It's a very beautiful tree. I'll say that. I'll say that.
Better be beautiful. No.
It is beautiful. It's like
that's not beautiful.
No, it's ugly and dead and it's rotting.
Oh my god!
Just kidding. No, I would never do that. But as you keep walking, you feel like chills down your spine, like something's there.
Well, if we play Phasmophobia, maybe we can track her.
And I guess she's gonna try and figure out exactly where it's coming from. I guess not necessarily if it's just a feeling or if it's actual presence, I guess, is what she wants
It's
to.
a like presence and a feeling. You felt it before, but you might want to make a history check.
Okay.
Okay, Rybus and Emiliano, as you get to Thieves Guild with Grellantower and them, and you see Bam, Grellantower's like, oh my fucking god, what is that?
Bam! Don't go. What? It's a person.
She's like,
feelings and
"What is
thoughts
it?"
and actual people. Being. It's a being.
Oh, the history check, you got a 1? You don't remember anything of this presence, but it is familiar.
Aw.
There's like multiple, by the way.
I feel like she's less inclined to let that go.
Like it feels like there's one shiver and then there's another one that feels a different way. You know what I mean? Like it's like hee hee. It's like if Phasmophobia had 3 ghosts instead of 1.
We would die if we had that. Anyway, go ahead.
We would.
I think she's gonna just
One
kind
feels
of
like Tekka
whisper
licking
to
you,
her.
and the other one feels like Belle biting your ass, and the other one is a turtle.
I feel like she's just kind of whisper to herself and be like, "Well, if you're there, show me."
You're walking in like a foresty area, kind of. It's not like forest, but you know it's like there's trees. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the bush to the left like ruffles.
She kind of turns and looks to it.
And it keeps like shifting and rustling, and you see like the rustling go further down into the forest.
I think she's gonna follow it, which probably isn't gonna go well, but she's gonna do it.
You do your best. Do a survival check for me, because it's not like it's that easy to find the rustling.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be animals.
I feel like this is gonna end up so bad.
Oh yeah. No,
She
for
died.
sure.
She's kidnapped. She's dead. I was kidding. No,
They're
you
like, I
follow.
get kidnapped. Oh, I followed them.
You do your best to follow the rustling, and eventually you come out to a little opening of a grove. Nice as the sun comes down through the trees, and you notice 3 stones covered in moss laying in the ground.
She's gonna look at them.
You look at them. Would you like to do a check on them? Because they're kind of just moss covered.
Yeah, I'll do a check. What kind of check?
Whatever you want. What you think is best.
Arcana.
Okay. Oh.
Ooh.
So due to many experiences with the new gods, an aura comes off the same as most of the new gods' inventions. And what presumed you never saw as ghosts. That's what the presence of the stones gives off. But it's not very strong, it's very faint, but you're able to catch it.
She's gonna touch it.
You touch the stone and you realize the moss does fall off of the stone.
She's gonna do it with the rest of them then too.
You wipe them off, and there seems to be strange writing just like the ones in the Book of the Creator. You cannot understand it, you cannot read it. But there are little symbols and little drawings of masks. Not broken, not like the horned lady, but just random masks. Different designs. Very cool, very personal. And Valik Quarterstone shows up, and I'm going to use the bathroom.
Now you're saying Malik Cornerstone shows up. No, that'd be a fucking nightmare. Oh, but Grellantower gets to meet Bam. That's a cute experience. I'm so happy for her.
So Goliaths are machines?
No, but they're they're big ass boulders of people basically. They're like bugbears, bad as shit. You know what I mean?
Okay, so here you go, Haley. You know Schnitzel from Chowder?
Yeah.
That's basically a Goliath.
Okay, yeah, but like big ass machine.
Machine
Yeah, that's
is a metaphor.
That's big ass the metaphor.
Oh, okay. I kind of saw it as more literal
Yeah, no.
for some reason.
No, I think like at some point, I think at some point was like, damn, someone was just like, damn, you bad, you a badass machine. And he was like, I am big. He was like, damn, you a big ass machine. He's like, that is correct.
That's just his name now.
And then he just stole it and he was like, I like that name better. I am Bam. Your dog's ugly, Kiara.
No, he's handsome. Say to everybody who's watching that you're handsome. There. See?
Not him growling. You're like,
Also, you want to give us an awa? Awa. Give us an awa.
bitch, that's a growl.
He'll growl at your ass, but I don't know if he'll actually bark.
No, he won't bark.
Ow.
He just growls and then he just gives like one and then he just stops.
Until he doesn't and he bites the shit out of you.
You want to give us an awa? No, he's shy. He said no. Not me getting diarrhea. Don't flush! I'll beat your ass.
That's a mental illness, love. Not Jacqueline not here to say it with me. I'm so sad.
I know. Jacqueline not being here, it's like you lose yourself in time and space and your God. You just realize that he's no existence.
Part of yourself.
Didn't Eminem say that?
What?
Like lose a part of yourself? Is that a song? No,
Kiara,
it's called Lose Yourself.
I flushed Kiara. Anyway. Well, you don't see Billy Quarterstone. That's a lie.
Good.
But you just see they seem to be ordered like gravestones also.
I guess we just kind of ask, like, what do you want me to do, ghosts?
They seem to. It's like they rustle the leaves and stuff everywhere around you, but you can't make anything of it.
You said that they look like gravestones?
Yeah, they do.
I think, just out of pure respect, I guess, I think Kira would, honestly, if they look like gravestones and people were buried here, she would pay her respects to each of them. Because especially if they don't look like they've been seen for a while and, like, nobody's visited them.
Who will you pray to for this? Because you can pray, but you can't just pray to nothing. Unless you want to. You can.
I walked off, but I'm back now.
You're fine.
Back. I think it's kind of the way that, like, she prayed, like, I don't think she's praying to a god. It's kind of like how she was praying to Anna. Like, she was praying to Anna. You know what I mean? Like, if there were a god in the scenario, the person she's praying to would be the god.
Yeah.
But she doesn't necessarily know these people or these things, so I guess she's, like, kind of just, like, praying to these gravestones. You know what I mean? She's praying to the best of her ability to something that she doesn't know because she doesn't believe in gods.
Roll a D100.
D100? Okay.
Yes, please.
I see it.
I don't. Nice. You just bend down and pray to the gravestones, not knowing what to do, because guess who doesn't want to wear the mask? Guess who doesn't want to wear the mask?
Why are you rolling?
She's a Republican.
Why are you rolling?
I wanted to roll.
But the wind picks up a little in this area. Very interesting, very big. And it feels like something breathes down your neck and speaks to you in your ear.
Oh, fucking great. What's it say? Do I recognize it?
And it says, speak to us. And it's like a whisper, but it's not the dreadful whisper you heard in your dreams. It's just a whisper, if anything.
Well, what do you want me to say?
They
So
can't.
funny to hear my mom fuss at Peaches from the other room.
I cannot hear it. Well, they don't say anything besides that because you're kind of on the material plane. It's very hard.
She's gonna sigh. She's gonna be like, "Damn it, I'm gonna have to get the mask, aren't I?"
All the trees not. Just kidding.
I'm gonna be like, "Fuck, I'll be back."
By the time you finish all that, it's been like an hour and 30 minutes, and Girl Tower's asking big ass machine like a million questions a minute. Emiliana's trying to calm Girl Tower down. Drummer's talking with these people. Regis is just staring at Girl Tower asking a million questions per minute.
Yeah.
And Kira, you eventually walk into like this chaotic scene.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Ribus hones in.
Sorry I'm a little late. I got held up by some gravestones. I think us three might want to explore that in a few minutes before we deal with Valak, but I think we need to figure out the Valak plan first.
Yeah.
So Bam, what's that plan?
A big ass machine's like, I'll answer your questions later to Girl Tower. And he's like, all right. And he pulls out this large sheet of paper. And Kira, you do remember some of the secret routes, right? That were to Villik's Cornerstone's mansion.
Mm-hmm.
But you notice a lot of them are X'd out now, except for one, which is one of the nastier routes because it's the actual sewage line.
Oh.
And he's like, there's only one option that we can get into his palace without alerting anybody. And it is through the main sewage line.
Through the toilet!
Yeah, basically. He's like, it's through the pee-pee poo-poo.
No more pee-pee poo-poo.
I think Kira was gonna whisper to Emiliano and be like, hey, do you have prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation.
Okay, well, you're gonna probably want to make sure we have that when we go. All right, anyway, go ahead.
I don't have it on me right now, but once I take a nap.
You can equip it now. I'll let you change your spells now.
Okay.
But
that'll help us not get dysentery.
Yeah, make sure you heal up and stuff. If you did take damage, you have full rest.
Oh, freak.
But anyway, yeah, Bam is like, this exit basically leads to his gardens, which are not as heavily guarded. Kira, when you were gone, he put up 4 towers around his estate that can literally check the fences at any time.
Mm-hmm.
But going through the garden, as proved by some of our scouts, makes it so the towers don't recognize us. You'd have to go through the back door, though. You cannot go through the front entrance.
Mm-hmm.
He decided to go in his mansion.
No, we're going in his mansion, all right.
Yeah, I was like, I know you're going, so that's why I said use the back door.
Okay, I can do that.
Big ass machine's like, you can all travel in a group. We have tested this route multiple times with pairs of, with a team of 4, and they did very well. The only way you can get caught is if you're blatantly obvious.
Kira's gonna pause and just turn to Ribus, and then turn back to Bam and say, and what if we are blatantly obvious?
Well, what I mean by blatantly obvious is that basically you decide to knock over lamps and decide to hide behind a lamp.
Okay, good.
Or decide to make a mess of the room and not put it back.
Okay, good. She just kind of gives Ribus a thumbs up, like,
yeah, not Not the big kind. I explored the mansion myself also.
Oh, sick.
So the only way you're caught is the servants see you and you basically try to attack them because they actually don't care. The servants do not care, really. They just want money from the Valley guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're mostly trying to feed their families, but that's why if you really go up to one and they say, who are you? You just say, I am here, and they say, okay.
Sick.
The only people you'd have to actually worry about is his royal guard, but there's only 3 guards. The rest he sent out somewhere else. I forgot where.
One for each of us.
Though, what's weird is his royal guard doesn't seem human.
Oh,
Can they die?
What we presumed from one of our arcanists was that these were actually magic suits of armor.
Oh, fuck.
Yikes.
That's why I said avoid them, because we discovered they're not real people. Because I don't.
Fuck. Yeah.
Real people are nothing. Animated suits of armor, though, I'm not so sure.
You don't gotta pay them.
So they're just gonna get up and fight you again. We know that from Curse of
Honestly.
Strahd.
Unless you fucking demagic them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That reminds me, Emiliano, put Dispel Magic on your shit, too.
I think I already have that. Let me make sure.
Yeah, because I can kill a suit of armor instantly.
To be fair, counterspell might also be helpful.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
have counterspell. Should just one.
Both, because counterspell counteracts somebody currently casting a spell. Dispel magic dispels a magical effect.
Oh, I have both counterspell and dispel magic.
Okay,
so
then
I
you're
have
good.
Both. Yep. I'm smart. Ha! I win. I win the whole campaign.
Do we need to know anything else, Bam?
That's it.
Okay. Can I have this map?
Yeah, you can use it.
Thank you. She's gonna immediately hand it to Emiliano and be like, "Protect this with your life."
All right, I'm gonna add that to the thing I have. Map.
And then she's gonna kind of grab Girl in Tower and pull her a bit over to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna say, "Hey, so, between me and you, right? I had a friend who kind of met an untimely death, and I'm trying to understand why he went mad in his life that caused his untimely death. So, can you kind of give me a little bit of a rundown on these 2 things?" And she pulls out the scrap of piece of paper that had the 3rd god on it, and then shows the little card that also was a demonic queen, basically.
And Gruntar's like, well, with our studies so far, we found that, we found her, that the creator was evil and shit, right? That's what we should presume. Well, honestly, that's what they are honestly saying. And I assume that this is that creator. That we don't know why she turned evil or how or whatever, but considering that she's got my assumption or analysis is that since she's got like people up here now, those crazy little freaky monsters, that she's possibly influencing people too.
What's this card?
And Gruntar was like, I don't know that card.
She said, I might have to get somebody to pull it from my deck then, huh?
Gruntar's like, can I pull it?
No!
Oh, no! No.
She's like, I'm a perfect test subject,
You are not the perfect test
Not
subject.
really. Perfect test subject is someone we want dead.
Correct. Because this
And
shit
she's like,
looks
okay.
demonic.
It's like, okay, but how did you find this card? It looks like it belongs to like my deck, but not really.
Yeah.
You just got caught.
What do you mean I just got caught? She would say, yeah, it belonged to, I suppose, my friend who went mad.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, she's girl tells are good with grief, but you can tell she's like, I'm sorry.
She's like, it's fine. Another reason to kill a god. Anyway, we gotta go. Love you very much. Stay safe. And she gives her like a hug.
She's like, no promises.
No promises.
Nothing but fear.
She's like just intent on being like, you better stay safe. If you end up hurt or dead, we're gonna have a conversation. I will hunt you.
Dead.
I will come for you. I will come for you.
She ends up dead. You just fucking. It's like me in Phasmophobia where I just ran towards the ghost and was like, kill me, bitch!
No.
I'll come for your ass in the afterlife. I'll follow you there.
If she dies, the campaign's over.
Girl tells her, like, okay, I promise I won't get into trouble.
Okay. Bam.
Just into trouble.
Hey, Bam.
Yes.
Can you keep an eye on this troublemaker?
Okay.
Okay, I love you guys very much. Me and the boys are gonna go on an adventure to kill a very, very bad man.
Domer's like, okay.
Also, you too, Dwemer, you don't let her die either.
I wouldn't let my sister die, so.
Good. Good, Dwemer. Awesome. Alright, now we're set. On the way out, I think Kira's also gonna mention the stones and shit that she found. She's not gonna mention how she found them exactly. She's gonna keep that kind of vague. But she's gonna be like, hey, I found some stony things, and I think we might want to use the mask there.
Everyone dies.
I think
You
we
found
might
a
want to do
what?
that. I found 3 stony things, and I think they're related to the new gods. And I felt 3 presents around me, and I think we want to use
that's not
the
good.
mask there.
All right.
I think we should do that a little before Valak, because I think we're gonna forget otherwise.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And she says,
Nice.
"I'll lead the way then." Starts heading out.
You lead the way. It's becoming night, kind of. It's like the afternoon now.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You kind of need to do it in the night anyway. Go to his house in the night. But you come across the 3 stones that you scraped off, and everyone plainly sees that it's the writing of the creators on it.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose to try to decipher this text because you have unlocked most of the book.
Kira wants to try and decipher it first and foremost.
Yeah. If you're going to try to decipher it, you're going to need to make an intelligence check.
Intelligent.
Not Kira.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, anyone that wants to try to decipher the text on the gravestones needs to make an intelligence check.
Oh, not me.
Oh god, all you dumb. Alright, Rivus, give me your intelligence.
Deco will roll for me if it's allowed.
Wow, we all suck.
You decipher really pieces of it, but all 3 of them say ambassador of something. You don't know what they are ambassadors of, but you got ambassador.
Kira's gonna take a breath. She's gonna be like, "Who has a mask?"
I think Rivus does.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rivus, can I have the mask? And I'm gonna put it on. She
Here we
doesn't want
go.
to, but she's like, I'm gonna do it.
Kira's putting the mask.
Be excited, you're about to see some demon.
Alright, I assume Rivus just hands the mask to Kira. And Kira, you need to roll a Constitution saving throw for me, dear.
Okay, delicious.
She's wearing the mask!
You should have been wearing a mask. We're in the middle of a pandemic.
You feel a headache come on. as you put on the mask, but you open your eyes and you see like the entire it's like your world, but it seems altered. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you see 3 spirits of different lengths. They look like ghosts, Kira.
Oh, she's fucking terrified.
All with varying different masks. However, compared to the nasty, goopy monsters that look like they're fucking abominations, these actually look human. Or mortal. Or whatever, because races. And they all look at you. They all look at you and they're like, so the little one has decided to show her faith, one of them says. And the other one's like, don't be so mean. We know they're not like us, so they can't see us directly. They don't seem to know that you can see them at the moment. And the little one's like, all I know is I just saw her over by that other grave, but I didn't see a spirit like us over there. And she was like, they're over there, they're still clinging on to this world, but I'm not too sure how long that would last.
You what?
And they seem to look at you, and it's like, oh, and the tall one is like, oh, the little one can finally understand us. After waiting for, I don't know how long.
You want to fight? We'll go at it, man.
You can fight, but your measly little fist will just hit right through air.
Then you wait till I come to Limbo, buddy. You wait. I'll find you.
This whatever guy or girl has like a long mask that looks kind of like a praying mantis, kind of. The girlish one seems to be more elegant in design, many horns, but very like nice and neat. And the small one seems to have a simple heart design, turned upside down.
I like that one.
Yeah, and the other girl one that's like the second tallest is like, hush now, don't be mean to guests. Like slaps him with something, you don't know what, but it just fucking hits him straight on. And the little one's like, I don't know what's going on. Just kind of like turn around in circles.
She's gonna say, why did you guys want me here?
Well, we assumed that you had some kind of connection to that tree, the woman said, and you seem pretty sad, so we were like, oh, maybe we can show her one of our tricks. But then the little heart dude here had the worst idea and realized that you can't see us usually, but now you can.
Yeah.
That mask, which we don't know how you got, but that's none of our business right now. And considering that you seemed attached to that grave over there, we thought that you would like to know that some kind of life force is still clinging on to it. Not like ours, though.
She just kind of like stares at them for a minute, and she's like, what do you mean?
Well, you non-limbo people have a
non-limbo people.
Non-limbo or limbo. I'm choking on water again. Here it comes.
Don't die. Chocolate, if you die, this campaign never ends.
This never ends. Well, limbo or limbo not, it doesn't matter which. As you can see, we still cling on to the mortal plane. Just like the regular old gods, people's spirits can do that too. However, much differently.
She's gone. She's like immediately wants to run towards that fucking tree.
Are you actually gonna run towards that
She's
fucking
ready.
tree?
She's about to. She's prepared. She's like waiting for a little more information, but she's about to bolt.
Emiliano, right? Today we're gonna make a perception check on Kira.
Yeah. If she starts running, I won't have to follow her. Oh, where's perception? No, that's the wrong thing.
That's Dex, bro.
Sorry, these nails. Oh, that's not even.
Oh, you stuck, bro. Rivas, you want to make a perception on Kira, or you just want to leave her be? Haley?
Really?
Do you want to make a perception check?
Sorry, I was kind of falling asleep.
Wash your face with cold water, ma'am.
Man,
What am I
I'll go
doing
over there
again?
and I'm gonna eat your cat.
Perception.
Okay.
Go wash your face with cold water. Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh, you both don't notice Kira like preparing to run. But the spirits that you're talking to, Kira, are like, we don't know the pure logistics of clinging onto life necessarily. The old gods don't like it that much, so they keep trying to pull people away. But if the person does not want to die, they have a chance to cling on to life. We've noticed that this person here has been doing it for years. We can't really help because we're in the material plane of limbo and here. So whoever that person is on a different material plane, is on the material plane, but in a different godly plane at the same time. We're not sure if anything else can happen with it. We haven't researched it personally, but maybe people like us, or more spirits like us, know actually what it's about.
Can I see her with this mask?
If we can see an essence, then maybe you could see the essence also with that mask.
She's
But
gone.
I'm not sure.
She fucking ran.
You see Kira run, and both of you are not prepared to see Kira run, so you're gonna have a hard time following her.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna try anyway.
Go ahead. If you want to chase after Kira, roll an athletics checks. Yes. Athletics.
Pretty decent.
Yeah, you're good. No, you'll follow Kira through and through.
I'm worried. I'm calling her. Kira, where are you going? What do you see?
Rabbis, you want to roll athletics?
Okay.
Also, yo, I made a terrible thing. I broke my favorite lighter. Go on.
21.
You both catch up. You both are running with Kira. You're fine. But eventually you see Kira come across a nice looking tree on a hill. That typical cliche scene. And Kira, you're running up to it. It's really hard to run with the mask on, you've realized. Because everything's disordered in its own way.
No, it's fine. If she hits a few trees on the way, she's cool.
You're fine. It's not that thick of a forest, so you're fine. But eventually you come up to the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And compared to the usual tree, a small faint light comes off of it. What would you like to do, Kira?
She's gonna reach a hand out toward it.
You touch the tree, and it's like the light essence goes towards your hand. I need you to make a con save.
Oh, delicious.
No. How about you just don't? Don't roll ever.
Okay, so you get a major splitting migraine headache, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Emiliana Reps, you notice the mask glows a bright.
Mm-hmm.
The lines etched into it, into like fancy designs, start to glow around. And Kira, you feel like you feel someone there. Past the fucking headache, the splitting headache you have.
Yeah, no, she just like at this point, I feel like she's entirely like just like grasping at the tree, and she's just like, I think she's just kind of repeating the name Anna.
And you feel like you feel this essence. It's sad. It's very sad.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, no. I think out of the pain and sadness, Kira's probably on her hands and knees, just like holding on to this tree for dear life.
You are experiencing shit, bro. You have like diarrhea. Among Us imposter?
You know, I'm tired of this abuse. I'm calling the police.
But it feels like someone's holding on to you. And it's like, I need you to make an insight check.
It's just so fucking stupid, I swear to God.
Yeah! You hear a voice, and you know this voice all too well. It's hard to focus because of your splitting headache and everything. What the fuck is happening? But it says, I've heard everything. I've heard everything that you said. And she says, you can kill him, but not for me. Don't do it for me. And it's like she's reaching out.
Kira's bawling her eyes out. She's honestly borderline probably whimpering at this point. And
She's like, don't blame those poor people. Don't blame them for following him because he has money, because they need it. Blame him for controlling them in the first place.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, you tell her.
Don't blame yourself for my death. Blame him. And she's like, I can't let you go. But at the same time, I have to. I've been holding on to life for all these years, and I have to thank whatever those masked people are.
Kira, I think honestly for Kira, this is like losing her all over again.
Yeah. So give me one more promise. Don't kill him because of me, but kill him because he's made others suffer enough. And you slowly start to feel her like letting go at the same time.
She'll just keep saying, I promise.
And eventually the light fades away from you. Your migraine eventually actually makes you pass out. And as you pass out and your head hits the ground, the mask falls off. And Melania and Rivers passed out Kira.
I catch her. I want to catch her.
Oh, you catch her?
I'm panicking. We should take her to the doctor. The person who helped me.
You mean Zanji?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm butchering it if I say
You both run to the bakery and you bust in. Did you cover Kira, by the way?
Did I hookah?
Did you cover Kira when you're running?
Cover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. You know. You know. But eventually you take her to Samodi and Zanji, and they're like, what the fuck happened? And they're like, and eventually you set her on the couch and explain to whatever the fuck happened. And eventually Kira wake up. You only wake up 2 hours later, so you still have time to do Vaki's mansion. And you don't feel too bad, Kira, like physically. I don't know about mentally though.
100% the whole time she was asleep, you would just hear the occasional word Anna and promise.
Aww.
Eventually you wake up, Kira, and Emiliana and Rivas are looking over you as Smochi and Zantri are kind of like tending the bakery, but they left a lot of stuff out for y'all.
What happened? Who's Anna? What are you talking about?
You know who Anna is.
What do you mean who's Anna? She already told you who Anna is.
I did.
Really? I know you told me that was a special person. I don't know if you ever told me her name, but
no, I said her name was Anna.
Mm-hmm. On the rooftop in that emotional moment.
I don't know if I should ask them because that's like personal as hell. You know what? I'm still gonna ask. Like, are you okay?
We'll see.
I think that's enough. What happened over there? What did you see under the mask? Because you took off and I roared and I ran and I spit.
I think Kira kind of wipes her tears and she says, I saw a kind of resolve, I suppose. I think I have more of an idea of what I should do.
What's that?
Kill Valak for the right reasons.
That's better. That's a good one.
Grotar pops out. Hey, what are y'all doing?
Oh my lord. Get out of...
Oh no, it's Gerald.
No, not Gerald!
I'm just kidding.
I don't hate Gerald, but also Gerald makes me want to commit arson.
Oh no, Gerald's dead on the street from a heart attack.
Oh no! At the end of the campaign.
You lose. You didn't save him in time.
Don't ever put such evil against me ever again.
Anyway,
I think Kira's gonna look at both Rybus and Emiliano, and she's gonna look at them both, and she's gonna like take like a finger in each hand and point it at their chests where their heart should be. And no, I'm kidding. Where their heart is, and she's gonna say, make sure you're doing all of this for the right reasons. Make sure that those reasons align with what the person you love most would agree with or loved.
I think so.
Yeah, Emiliano's doing great so far. So.
Emiliano's thriving. And I feel like she kind of just looks at Rybus, even though Rybus doesn't really remember much of his past, but you know, she's never really she feels like Rybus still like loves somebody. So she just says, I don't know, she says it might help in the future, if not now, but you know, if you ever get lost, think about what I just said.
He nods.
She gives a small smile to them and she says, okay, my brothers, we're gonna go kill Valak.
Hey, for the right reason.
Y'all ready?
For the right reasons.
You go in the tunnels and eventually, I'm not gonna make y'all do this whole scene with the traps and shit. He wrote out a path. But eventually, yes, you smell the stench of sewage, of shit and pee.
Oh my
Ew,
god.
that's so nasty.
Emiliano, you have prestidigitation, right?
Yes.
You are coming upon the main sewage line.
We're gonna need that prestidigitation when we get the fuck out of here.
So, you know how there's usually like paths on the side of sewers and stuff like that?
Sure.
Yeah, like Outlast?
There's none. Yeah, there's none here. Not in the sewage area.
Delicious.
So, who wants to go in the sewage first?
Honestly, probably not the worst thing Kira's done, so she'd probably go for it.
Alright, you go down and it sinks up kind of to your waist, but a little below it.
Her arms and her items are in her arms above her waist.
Yeah, so you're carrying your items, and it's gonna be a slow journey, but you can definitely make it.
She does not give a shit. Her shit's not getting shit on it.
Who's next? Who wants to go in the sewage next?
I'll go, just to get it over with.
Alright, since you're tall, it goes up to like kind of like your mid-thigh. A little lower than your mid-thigh. You just feel the warmth.
Ew, that's so...
Right?
You
foul.
feel the delicious turds spreading
Rybus,
past
your
your
turn.
legs.
It's your turn, Rybus. You get in the sewage.
Okay.
You get in it, and you feel your fur covered in shit on your leg. Then I need you all to make Constitution saving throws because this shit stinks.
Constitution.
How well do you hold it in?
Kira cannot, apparently.
10. That's enough, right?
Alright, Rybus, roll your con save. Okay, so Rybus, for some reason, your sense of smell like turned upside down, and you're fine with it. Kira, you feel like you want to vomit. You're holding in vomit. It's just nasty here. And Emiliano, you don't want to vomit, but you feel nauseous. But you definitely don't like it.
Obviously, I'm a clean man.
So you're out trudging through the sewers. I need you all to make dex saves, also for this trip.
And shit?
Well, yeah, you might trip over something hard, like rocks and shit.
Wait, what did you say? Constitution?
Dex.
Dex.
Dexterity.
If we fall, I'm going to scream. I'm not getting covered.
Is this against an effect that I can see?
Well, you're trudging in sewage and you might not see something you might trip over.
Oh.
So, Kira and Devon, you're fine. Arabis, you kind of like stumble a bit, and to catch yourself, your hands touch the shit.
Right.
But it somehow doesn't seem to affect you with your level, like, fucking almost 20 con save. And eventually you get to the end of the tunnel, and you see a light above y'all. Just as Bam described.
Oh, upsy daisy.
You go up, and I need to pull up maps now. To pull up maps. Give me 1 second. Give me a second.
1. All right, next turn.
Hey now. Mm-hmm.
Good, All-Star.
I need to make sure I can find it. Where is it? Where is it?
When Jacqueline is done, make sure you screenshot it for me so I can post it on the stream.
Y'all see that?
Let me see if I can see it.
Hang on, Google have it actually. Here we go. Aha. I'm sorry, I'm eating a baby bottle pop also during this.
Baby
I have not had
pop,
one of those
baby
since I was like a
pop.
12-year-old.
It's good.
How did you
right?
get one?
It's like you're sucking your mother's teeth.
What?
Oh, say it again. Awful. Don't
Right?
say it to me again.
Bro. I mean, literally,
So-
that's the okay, I'm gonna stop. That's the psychology behind it, though. And pacifiers as well.
Duh.
Okay, so this is the map y'all are in. So you appear where it says sewer.
Screenshot it for me, bubbas.
I got it.
I'm gonna mark your party as a big red dot.
I'm gonna mark your party.
As a red dot.
No, not that photo. Not get away. No. delete. Delete. There.
Not Tika.
Wait,
Baby
what did you
bottle
say?
pop is the most savable thing. Anyway. The red dot is your party. Together, not apart.
What the freak?
Yeah,
Why do
I
I
see the-
see
I see the
only
dot now.
black?
Give it a second. It has to load probably.
Maybe you're colorblind.
I'll make you colorblind.
Maybe you're intelligence blind. Damn,
All right.
bottom.
So
I'm
here-
only colorblind when I'm tired.
Well, wash your face with cold water, Hoas.
Almost done. You still have 2 more hours to go.
Yeah.
Actually, we have 5.
We have 7. Anyway, but y'all appear above the sewer of this map, if y'all can see it.
Yeah, I can.
If not, then Kiara has happily sent a screenshot to the chat. So y'all above the pier on the sewer. Basically you're in a garden area. There's lots of roses, pretty flowers. Basically you're surrounded by a tall hedge. And you're in this little small section where it's like its own private garden. You know what I mean? And there's 2 exits, these open doors right here. These open doors on the side of the sewers. And you look at the map, and it basically looks like that, of how Bam drew it. Like, there's a fountain, a bench right there. The 2 S's are statues. Where would you like to go?
Who, me first or
As a
you
group, probably.
Yeah,
first? Oh, as a group.
you don't notice anyone around you yet, so.
Okay, what if we sneak around?
I definitely don't think we should go near the statues because, you know, suits of armor.
Mm-hmm. We should probably go around the bench and like, look around that area.
Didn't you say the back to the garden?
Yeah, he says the garden was in the back of the mansion. So basically, once you exit, you'll probably be behind the mansion if you exit the garden.
Okay. So shouldn't we do that then?
Yes, so you want to try to exit the garden?
Yeah, to get to the mansion.
All right. So which way do you want to go? Do you want to go out the two? I'm gonna talk like you're facing it, but not your character. Like we're facing the map. Do you want to come out the right door, or do you want to go out the left door, or do you want to go out the bottom, like in front of you door, or exit garden fence?
I think Kira's gonna go with whatever the group decides because she's honestly not that sure. There's too many doors.
Let's go around to the front of the fountain.
Fountain. All right. How do you want to do this? You just want to walk?
Is that's in plain sight?
Sneak.
That's in plain sight.
So where should we go?
Well, not in front of the fountain. We're trying to get into the building, correct? And you said that we crossed through the garden, correct, Jacqueline?
You're in the garden right now.
We're in the garden. Okay, what are our options to leave one more time so I can hear them?
Right, left, and then in front. Basically, if you look at the map, right, left, front.
Okay, which one leads to the back door?
All paths can lead to the back, basically.
Then straight.
Left. Oh, straight.
Left it is. Woo!
Left it is. So, how do you want to do this? Do you just want to walk? You want to do this?
We're gonna sneak, obviously.
Okay, so I need everyone to roll a sneaky throw, stealth throw.
Kira will offhandedly mention really quickly that Rybus is probably gonna die if he tries to sneak. That is survival. Kiara rolled really survival.
Sneak, but he has disadvantage on stealth.
Ignore Emiliano's roll. He rolled survival, not stealth.
Yeah, I see
it was an accident. There we go. 10, which is kind of worse.
All right, Rybus, roll your 2 stealth throws for me, please.
Which one?
Stealth check.
Okay.
Unless you don't want to stealth it, that's me too.
Where are we stealthing to?
You're stealthing to the left door on the map. Like your left. Not character left, but player left looking at the map.
Okay. Well, it was just the 13, so.
Alright. Let's see. Okay, sorry. Anyway, as y'all are leaving, you notice as you're peeking around the corner near the bench that there are 2 servants just sitting on the bench taking a fucking nap. They're sleeping, bro. And then you see the statues, which are suits of armor with Kira knows this Valik Quarterstone's Raven fucking noble house thing sigil. And as you go by the suit of armor to the left door, it starts to shake.
Go back.
Do y'all want to go back, or do you just want to run out the left door?
No, go back.
Okay.
Probably go back.
Okay. You quickly go back to the same area you were, and you notice as you're peeking around the corner, the suit of armor is moving.
No, tell it not to.
Dispel magic on it and just go out the left door.
Yes.
All right. Is there a constant? What's the dispel magic rules? I forgot.
Choose a creature, object, or magical effect within range. A spell 3rd level or lower. Target. Wait. Any spell 3rd level or lower on target.
3rd level or lower.
And for each spell 4th level or higher, target make an agility check using their spellcasting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level on a successful.
Yeah, so basically, if you cast at a certain level, and I roll an athletics check or dodge a dex check, basically, the level you cast it at. So, like, let's say you cast it at 4th level, right? Which is the top one, I think, of yours. It would be 10 plus 4, which is 14, which would make it harder for the suit of armor to dodge your attack. and basically work.
Okay.
But you don't know how hard a suit of armor is, so and you only have 2 4th level spell slots. Or actually, you only have 2 4th levels.
Can I do an investigation to see how strong it is?
You'd have to do insight.
Insight, that one. 22.
Okay, it's not like strong in dexterity because it's a suit of armor, but it's very strong in every other category.
Yes, we're gonna do dispel magic.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for dodging, or just roll for general, if anything. Well, he didn't beat it, so you cast dispel magic, and the suit of armor instantly collapses. And one of the servants wakes up and walks towards it and like scratches his head. What Jack do?
I'm trying to fix my spells. Well, not fix them. Oh.
Well, now the
see
suit
that.
of armor is basically kind of laying a few feet in front of the left gate of the garden. And one of the servants is looking at it like, wow, that thing just fell apart.
Good. Glad. Mind your business.
Do we have any coins on us?
Do y'all?
Let me see. I think I do.
do.
I think I do. I wrote it down. Hold on.
Yeah, I know y'all.
I have 10 platinum.
Kiara's gonna say, I guess, do we have to walk in their line of sight in order to get through this door? Because their attention is on the suit of armor, but like, could they just like glance over to the like right and see us?
If you go towards the left door, they'll most likely notice you unless you're somehow very sneaky. But you can also go through the other 2 exits. The right exit being another armor statue.
Kira's gonna look at Emiliano and say, "Throw the coin."
Okay, I throw
at
the coin.
their
I throw one
faces.
coin.
Roll a strength check to see if you can even throw it that far.
Strength. Where's my strength? I'm not very strong.
Why do you roll initiative?
No, I rolled strength.
Oh no, I saw like the one before it was like initiative. Anyway, you don't throw it far, and it kind of like it definitely is away from y'all, but it's also not away from y'all.
Oh damn it!
And servants didn't notice it because it's a coin, so it doesn't really make a sound in grass.
She's gonna like pop Emiliano behind the head, like idiot. And she's gonna go and try and grab. You know what?
What?
She's gonna stand up, grab the fucking. Well, not stand up fully, but like she's tiny, so she's gonna like crouch walk, grab the coin, and she's gonna put her hood up and act like she owns the place and keep walking. Walk right in. Left door.
All right, so you do that, and the servants look at you and they're like, "Who are you?" Did you say, "Who are you? Who you?" Who are you?
Who are you? Go on. Let's see. Who are you?
I'm a friend of Valak Quarterstone.
Roll a performance check. Roll a persuasion, actually, or either one. I don't really care. Yep. They're like, "Oh, master sent friend." Sorry, master has friend. Okay. You can go through back entrance. It's easier.
Okay. She turns and she says, "Oh, also, I found some stragglers who are trying to get in here." And she walks over and grabs Ribus and grabs Emiliano by the collars, and she says,
"Oh, you're
I'll take them over to Valak myself."
Okay, we will just stay here in garden and tend it.
And she's gonna hand them the platinum.
Oh my god, thank you!
And she says, "That's for doing a good job."
I can finally afford the shoes I want.
Me too, girl.
And she's gonna grab you guys by the collars and go.
Alright, you head out of that. New map coming up. New map.
This
Somebody
time,
just
it won't be
screenshot
as
of that one.
easy.
Don't say you.
Let me see, Jacqueline. Let me take a look.
Don't look. Okay, so basically, you come up to the outside of the mansion, basically, or outside the fucking garden. Wow, that shit crashed. Woo! My computer said, "Oh, you're funny. You drew this like a month ago, and now you're gonna die because of it."
A month ago.
No, I didn't. I drew it like 2
More like
weeks ago.
3 weeks ago,
And
yeah.
This is the full front of the mansion. Basically, you look at your map, and now you are where you are at. You're in the gardens. Well, you're actually right here. I'll put the red dot right here.
Delicious.
This is your map.
I'm never gonna finish the Adventure Zone. That's just a random thought.
And here is the map for this area.
Who has the map for this area?
All of you are looking at it, so basically
Oh.
everyone knows what's going on. And you can just tell me the room names you want to go to. Bam did say go through the back, and the only 2 entrances you see is B4, B5. So
Before we got. Okay. Damn.
give me a sec. I gotta adjust myself. So just decide where you want to do right now.
Okay.
Would it
I'm
be
leaning
cool
towards
if we end at
B3.
10?
Yeah, we can end at 10 because y'all at least get to the first floor.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm leaning towards B3 because it's like straight and like you can just dodge and run if anything happens.
Sound good to everybody?
Yeah.
All right, you head all the way over to B3, and I don't think I have a map for this one because it's not really that important. So, yeah, it isn't. And you approach the door of the back door of B3, and it's locked.
Oh.
Oh, I can do something about that.
Do it!
I have thieves' tools. I'll do my thieves' tools.
Roll for sleight of hand.
Okay.
With
I have.
proficiency.
Yeah.
Have it.
Yeah, I do. What? I forgot how proficiency works.
Oh, so if you have proficiency in the tool, basically, whatever your sleight of hand is now is what it is. So just
It is what it is.
no, perfect. You don't even break your tools or the lock in the process. And the door opens up, and you can all go in, and you all go in, because I'll just let you all go in. And you end up in what seems to be like the servants' quarters. It's like in a hotel kind of looking setting where there's like 4 doors along the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a door. Oh, do I even have a map for this? And then there's a door leading what you presume to be B1. So basically, there's 4 doors, and then there's one giant door, which you assume leads to the main, like, mansion area, which is B1.
Let's do the little doors, and then we'll do the big doors. Let's do the first little door that's closest to us, which, yeah.
I'd say room 1, 2, 3, 4, like, down in order, down the hallway.
Okay, let's do 1.
You go to room 1, it's locked.
Okay. 2.
You go to room 2, and the door swings open. And there is 2 beds in the room, organized, nice. It's kind of a nice room, but also not. You can tell Veli does not care about his servants.
Aww.
Kira's like, that's not surprising.
Oh, but still.
Door 3?
Door 3.
Door 3, everyone make a perception check.
Okay.
Valley
Where's the key?
Cornerstone walks up and says hi.
It's Strahd.
And then Strahd comes out and he basically says, I have your dead family. At 9.
You got, hang on, let me look at your perceptions. Okay, so you all can hear this conversation. You hear 2 servants talking in their room.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is like, have you heard of the new visitor coming to the castle? Or not castle, mansion? And the other one's like, yeah, making us work our back every 2 seconds, and I want to sleep. And there's like, oh, well, I heard he was coming tonight, so maybe we'll finally get a break like tomorrow or something. He's like, no, I'm on like poop scooping duty for all of his dogs. And he's like, oh, good luck with that. Anyway, that's all the conversation seems to be. They seem to be joking around and shit.
Kira smiles.
Cute.
Yeah, they seem to be very friendly with each other. Sweet.
She
And
kind of
report.
I feel like Kira's gonna actually whisper over to them and say, "Who would visit Valak? He doesn't have any friends."
His long lost lover Strahd.
But she says that out like for those two to hear, be like, Valak doesn't have any friends, so this is a new development, basically, as they continue onward.
Alright, so last room is locked also, so that's it.
Oh, I'll unlock it. That's my job.
You unlock it, it's the same room as before, except one bed is extremely messy and one of them is very neat. And then you see a note on the side that says, I'm tired of you making your side very messy. Please fucking clean it up. Regards, pee pee poo poo.
Regards of
I
people man.
feel like Kira's gonna take a few seconds to like straighten it a little bit.
You straighten it pretty nice. It's nice now.
Oh, so nice.
So I'm gonna be like, onward, woo!
Onwards! Time to go to floor B1! As I look for it now. I don't know if I drew it. I could have not drawn it. Because I'm a little bit stupid.
No, Jacqueline, you're so smart and intelligent. I want to suck your brain out of your.
For B1, very fancy, red carpet everywhere, ornate marble walls. And this is the room you see, and I will place your dot right here. Give me a second. I gotta get my layer editor. Actually, you know what? I don't need to. Here you go. There you are. And you notice a nice white piano to your left, grand and beautiful.
Oh, pretty. I kind of want to play it, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, with like music on the stand, a nice swirling staircase, and I forgot to put the door in the dining, but there's a door.
Kind of reminds me of Strahd's castle, Loki.
Yeah, I was lazy, so I was just like, let me just take a basic castle shit.
Let's go to C1. This is closest.
Okay, we got to C1. And you die. No.
If we die, I'm ending this campaign.
Well,
Alright, you go to
know we'd be
C1.
dead anyway.
You go to C1, and there's a bunch of technology you don't notice, and there's an old-fashioned vinyl record player sitting next to a fireplace, next to a very velvet red chair. However, there's nothing in it. Well, from what you presume. Everything else is just fancy stuff.
Now I want to freaking go over to it, since you said what we presume.
Yeah, you go over to it, and like you don't know what a record player is, but you feel like something's missing inside of it.
Can I take a look and use my Intelligent?
You can use your Intelligente.
Thank you. Y'all hoes wish you guys were Intelligente as me.
Not really.
12.
Oh, well, that's good enough. You just think a disk object goes in here. And it was
just a disk.
It's just removed.
I don't think we should mess with that right now.
No.
That's all that's in this room. So what's the next room?
See. Let's go to the. Let's go to the dining room, actually.
You head into the dining room. Ornate, very fancy, very typical castle Beauty and the Beast setting going on right here. You notice that there's actually fresh food on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Freshly made food.
Oh, that makes me nervous. I mean, someone's about to eat here and be around here and like.
But that is all that seems to be. And some servants walk out and they're like, "Who are you?" And then I assume that Kira does her performance, which she doesn't even need to like try for because she has a +9.
Yeah.
And they're like, understand. And then they just go back to doing their shit.
She actually wants to ask one of them really quickly.
Yeah, go ahead.
She says, "Hey, presently, where is Valak?"
Oh, he is upstairs. I guess he likes to call it powdering his nose.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, that Valak. Thank you for your help.
He wears makeup or he's doing coke, one or the other.
Yeah, honestly, you don't know. But yeah, and they're like, yes, and that's all that's in the dining room is besides they're bringing out food and setting up the table. Where to next?
Emiliano leads the way again.
Emiliana, you're the captain. Is she muted?
I'm the captain. I want to go to C2.
You got to say toe, and I will just let you know it's a guest room and it's nothing interesting in here.
Eat
Okay.
away.
But it's all
let's
set up.
go-
It's all set up and clean. I'll say that.
Good.
Okay, but I say.
This
Let's go.
door right here that I'm pointing at, Kiara, leads to somewhere else. This one leads to outside. This one leads to like another room.
Okay,
Oh.
let's go to the endless. There's nothing on the piano, right? No, nothing on there. Like I didn't. Can I check the piano real quick?
Yeah, you can go up to the piano. You're just gonna walk to the piano, and you notice that there's sheet music on it, but there are notes missing from the beginning of it. From the
I'm gonna
beginning.
take that. Can I take it?
Yeah, you can take it.
I'm taking it.
Kira wants to ask one of the servants one more thing.
Oh, of course, yeah, they're just walking around, so you can ask anyone.
She's gonna be like, so my friend Valak said he had another visitor coming. Man, do you know who they are by chance?
Only the lead servant really knows any of the real business. All we know is that he's very important, like very, very important.
Interesting.
And that if you miss anything, we're on the whipping block.
Where's the lead servant by chance?
I think the lead servant was with Valik at the moment. He might come down sooner or later, though.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. I need to sweep the floors like now. And you notice it's like spotless, but like he's fucking rubbing one spot over and over again, very panically.
Me too, girl.
And you got sheet music that is missing a few notes at the beginning, and you're at the piano. Where else would you like to go? You can go upstairs where Valik is presumed to be, or you can go into B. I think it's called B3, which is the room like connecting to here, or a dot where he's going.
Okay. Let's go to. Let's go.
Say what you
Sorry,
say what you gotta say.
Say what you gotta say.
Nothing. I'm just looking at Jacqueline's mouse. Oh, let's go to the wherever your mouse is hovering, Jacqueline.
Okay, so you enter this area, and it's a wonderful library.
Oh, yay.
It's very
nightmare, but Emiliano's dream. Lovely.
dark wood ornate bookcases.
Oh, it's cute.
Light from the fireplace that is recently lit.
Ooh.
Beautiful. It's just gorgeous.
Kira wants to scour the books for anything of relevance to them or their mission.
Roll perception as you're looking.
Well, she's very bad at that.
If anyone wants to roll perception.
Let me roll it.
All of you can roll perception. Actually, I want you all to really do roll perception. All right, so Kira and Rybus, Emiliana, you're just kind of skimming. You like books, so you're not really focused on anything.
Yeah, I like books. I like reading. I love being educated.
No, Malik is a businessman, so you see just a bunch of fucking business books. Oh, disgusting. How to make money fast.
He has that Trump book that's like how to make an empire.
It's like how to rule the country in one step. It's just that kind of shit. But you notice there's some weird parts of the collection that seems very off, but is at the bottom of the shelf and looks dusty, where it's like how to treat people better. Equality.
How to be a good boss.
You could tell there's like these books were recently bought with your perception checks. Well, besides Emiliano, but it hasn't been opened. It seems like it's more for show.
She's gonna grab those.
Okay, you grabbed like 3 of the books because there's like 10. So.
She's gonna ask Emiliano and Rybus to grab the other 3, and she's going to say, "Can you guys help me carry these somewhere really quick?"
Yeah. Do I need to roll strength?
No, it's just books. They're not big.
She wants to take them, and she says, she's gonna walk straight to the dining room, and she's gonna say, hey, so she's gonna tell the servants as she's doing it. She says, hi, so Valak wanted me to place these books on the table for all of the guests to enjoy. And she starts sitting them down at each of the guest spots, and she starts gesturing Emiliano and Ribas to put theirs down at the guest spots.
Oh
And
my god.
and she dusts them off a tiny bit, and she says, "Oh, they're beautiful. Let me open them up to certain pages." And she just glances through them really quick and puts them to like important text. And she says, "Perfect. Now, don't you guys touch a thing. And remember, let him know that his friend put these here for him."
They're like, okay. They don't care. Like they said, they do not give a shit. And as soon as you do that, you hear like a loud, like someone stomping down the stairs, like, and he's like,
Hello,
30
Nazi.
minutes, everybody. 30 minutes. 30 minutes until our guest arrives. And all the servants like, ah! And they start running around like crazy.
It's like little like the episode in SpongeBob.
Yeah, it's like the fire, but it's like everything's more spotless and clean, if anything. And that's where I'm going to end it here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was a good
End
session.
of session.